Hey, what's up guys? This is Andrew from Double Down. I'm back with another video today. So today I want to talk about Stellar Lumens. What is Stellar Lumens and how it compares to its rival Ripple. So Stellar Lumens is another type of cryptocurrency which you call an alternate coin, and it primarily focuses on the financial transaction and to make financial transactions faster and at a lower cost for companies and individuals. What features does Stellar have? Stellar is fully decentralized, which means there are no companies that are in charge of it. It does not have to report to shareholders or anything of that sort. It is also proven that it does transactions in 2 to 4 seconds, which is very fast and faster than all the other alternate coins that are out on the market. It's also proven that it also charges way less, fraction of a penny, to send a transaction, which in turn saves money for the company or the individuals. And it's also proven off of almost the same platform as Ripple. And Ripple has been doing very well, and there has been not a lot of problems with their transactions or servers going down. And Stellar Lumens is almost based off the same platform, which that's a positive for that. And the last thing is that IBM is one of the backers of Stellar Lumens, and they're heavily invested in Stellar Lumens, which is a very positive indication for the company and the currency and where it's going in the future. How does Stellar compare to Ripple, and how does it differentiate from Ripple? For comparison's sake, we could say that they're both very, very fast on their transaction times, as I said before, and they're very, very cheap as well. Secondly, they both have a lot of circulation of coins that are out in the market. So they're both in the billions. And a reason for that is when financial companies such as banks or companies like American Express, a credit card company, takes it, they don't want coins that are in the millions, say 5 million, 10 million, because the less availability of a coin, the higher the price, and they don't want volatility in that price. So they choose coins that are in the billions, not something that are in the trillions or a lot, but they choose something that's well into the billions, 20 billion, 30 billion. That way they can have a lot of excess coins stored away for them, and it's also that this price volatility will not be like Bitcoin, where it goes to 20,000 one day and then in the morning it goes to $14,000. So that's the reason why that they have so many coins out in circulation. So how does Stellar differentiate from Ripple? As we said before, Stellar is a fully decentralized cryptocurrency, whereas Ripple is a semi-centralized cryptocurrency. Second, Ripple and Stellar are completely different business models. Stellar is a nonprofit, which means it doesn't have a company, it doesn't have a CEO, and it doesn't have to report. Whereas Ripple has a CEO and it has a company that actually reports to kind of like shareholders, and that kind of makes it semi-centralized. Third, Stellar is focusing on microtransactions and transactions that people do every day, whereas Ripple mostly focuses on banks and companies such as Google or American Express, which is one of the partners that it recently signed with. So Stellar is more of a coin for people and everyday uses, whereas Ripple is more of a corporate bank type of coin. Most of the income for Stellar is from transaction fees from people doing transactions every day, whereas Ripple is from bank transactions or major transactions. Some real world examples of both Stellar and Ripple would be where Stellar does microtransactions for people, like if I send money to you guys or if you send money to me, and a lot of small transactions maybe for smaller businesses or individuals doing transactions. Ripple, as you guys know, does big transactions. Banks, American Express does millions of transactions. Visa could do millions of transactions, or Amazon could do millions of transactions. So if Ripple has 200 banks or corporate accounts, Stellar would need millions and millions of people to do transactions to keep up with Ripple. Where do I see Stellar in the future, and where do I see Ripple? So there's not a real winner between both of these, even though they're basically competing for the same market space. The difference, I say, is that Ripple is booming and Stellar will boom as well. So Stellar follows Ripple. If Ripple increases, Stellar is going to increase. You can't really say one's a winner and one's going to be better than the other. I just say that if you, who's watching the video, the investor invests in both Ripple and Stellar, you're basically the winner out of both of the companies, because both Stellar is going to boom and Ripple is going to boom. So if you have money invested in both, you're going to be the one profiting at the end off both companies. So Ripple is, already at $1.90, and as of today, Stellar hit 50 cents, and Stellar was at 25, 30 cents, and it was fluctuating between 25 and 30 cents. And as soon as the news came out that it's a possibility, it could be used on an exchange as a main currency and a currency that you can convert it to fiat money. That's the reason that it started to take off, because of that rumor, and also the fact that IBM is heavily backing Stellar and trying to help it grow as well. So like I said, in the future, I see Stellar going to maybe $2 by the end of 2018, whereas Ripple can be at $5, $6, $7. So there's always going to be a small difference unless somehow Stellar gets more accounts and a lot of people starting to use it. Either way, you guys are going to be winners investing in it. It's just like the Pepsi and Coke debate. Both are in the same marketplace. They're a little bit different, and they try to capture the same market. And at the end, both are winning. Both are heavily profiting. And same thing with American Express and Visa. It's just like those. They're competing for the same customers, and they're both profiting a lot. And they're different in their own ways, but they provide the same service. So Ripple and Stellar are just like that. There's space for both of these new technologies, and they're going to replace the old technologies in place right now. And there's so much transaction and wealth in the world that there's enough space for both of them, and both of them to grow equally. So one could be just above the other, but either way, they're both going to be successful, and for you as the investor, you're going to be more successful investing in both of them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I really appreciate if you guys share this video so we can grow the channel. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.